What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Darian, this is Jeremy, and we are D&J React. Today we've got some K-pop drama. This one's the Darkside of Kpop Fandom. Are K-pop fans too toxic?
No.
I don't know, man. Some of the death threats and stuff we've been hearing and the rise of Bangtan and
it's all this speculation.
I don't know, dude. A lot of these people get like hated on constantly, man. It's. I mean, I've seen some toxic stuff in the industry, so it'll be good. This is Rice Squad's channel, by the way, so we're learning about the dark side of K-pop from Rice Squad. He always like puts everything together so nicely.
Yeah, this is really good, man. I like his channel a lot.
Amazing storyteller. Yeah. All right, guys. Before we jump into this, I want to thank our Patreons and everybody on GoFundMe. You guys have been a major support to our channel and to us. We really, really thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, let's jump into this.
In the year 2000, Eminem came out with, in my opinion, probably his best album, the Marshall Mathers LP.
Oh,
and what was on the Marshall Mathers
back in the day.
Well, we got Criminal, we got Kill You, we got Kim, we got The Real Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, and...
Bro, if you guys have not listened to that album is so dark and so beyond anything my brain could even comprehend. Especially the song Kim, dude. Shit is like a murder played out within a rap song.
Right.
And like the anger in his voice and like...
Yeah, he was pissed off.
But he was like yelling like crazy person yelling in the song. Like just the way he put it, Eminem is like the best storyteller.
Yeah, she ruined him.
But dude, that Kim song was freaking nasty, dude.
Am I missing something? Oh yeah. Stan.
Oh, Stan's fire.
Know the story of the song Stan, but in case you don't, here's a quick summary. A dude named Stan is absolutely obsessed with Eminem, and the story is told from his perspective. After following him for years, buying his albums, meeting him a few times at concerts, he's his biggest fan. He has an extended family, a girlfriend, an unborn child. Life's not bad. However, he constantly sends letters to Eminem for validation, as if everything he already has isn't enough. But Eminem, dealing with thousands of fan mail every day, doesn't get around to responding to Stan's fan mail. As Stan continues sending letters and Eminem still doesn't respond, Stan becomes more and more insane and threatens to kill himself, his girlfriend, and his unborn child in a car crash if Eminem doesn't respond. In the final verse, Eminem finally reaches out to Stan, but discovers that it's too late. A car was found driven off of a bridge, occupants dead, with a tape to Eminem in the car. It's pretty dark. If you haven't heard it before or seen the video, I definitely recommend giving it a listen.
Can you imagine when he actually stumbled upon that tape? Like how... I mean, it's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault, but I mean, you would still feel like, holy crap, man. Like,
if I would have just been...
You would have some sense of guilt, I'm sure.
It's not his fault, though.
No, it's not his fault.
But it's really messed up, that situation.
Yeah. Because, I mean, obviously, as big as he is, he's got millions upon millions of fans, letters every day coming in. There's no way you could possibly even get close to answering a quarter of all of that.
You know how I know it affected Eminem, though? He made a whole song about it.
Yeah.
And literally did a music video about it, too, depicting what it would actually be like.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy, dude. I think Eminem is probably the best storyteller as far as rap goes in the game. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it.
He's so intricate and detailed in his songs, and the visuals, like from his videos, are pretty incredible how it all comes together.
It's insane.
The theme of the song, obviously, is that it's okay to be a fan, enthusiast, or supporter of someone or something, but when this infatuation makes you disregard other important aspects of life, and especially when you start harming yourself and others, that's taking it too far. It warns against extreme fan adoration. This song is where the term stan came from. The term, popularized on Twitter, has come to refer to individuals
now you know.
Damn, that had such a big impact that the whole industry basically used that as stan. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I didn't know that until just now. It just hit me.
Wow.
interests.
That's
I
cool.
wonder if Eminem is disappointed to see people use that word in the way it's being used today,
Right.
ironically referring to the very thing that he wanted to discourage. Today,
Like a crazy
we're
fan.
fans
Yeah.
of pretty much anything on the internet. You got Swifties, Arianators, Potterheads, aka read another book, Doctor Who, Sherlock, Supernatural, and that's all one fandom, by the way. Trekkies, Weeaboos, Wereaboos, Gleeks, Star Wars fans who exclusively like the prequels, and yeah, K-pop fans. Just like any fan base that is obsessed with something, you're bound to have all sorts of fans, but not all fans are created equal. Some fans are just chill. They might listen to K-pop casually, they probably don't have a bias, and they might follow just one or two popular groups. Then there are closeted K-pop fans who mostly keep to themselves and don't let anyone IRL know that they listen to K-pop. They'll listen to K-pop, but only with headphones on, just in case anyone hears them. Then there are normal everyday fans who genuinely love their idols and follow several different groups and listen to K-pop pretty much daily. They tend to own a good bit of merch too. And then there are others. Insane fans. You know the type. They live for K-pop and nothing else. And they're especially lively on Twitter. You can tell because their profile picture looks like this. Or this.
Those are a lot of the people we met in Vegas when BTS was here.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fans that flew from Korea
all the way to here just for
one
the
day.
show for the few hours and immediately flew back out.
They weren't even here for one day. They were
No.
here for like 14 hours, 15 hours.
Yeah, some of them didn't even get a hotel. They just flew in. They were here, saw the show, and then flew right back out.
I'm trying to like wrap my head around me flying to Korea without having a hotel reservation just to go to a show and then
turn
walk
around,
out of
come
the
home.
show, go right back to the airport. That's
No way, dude.
I mean, it wouldn't be that crazy if it was like to California, like an hour flight,
Yeah, hour flight.
Come
But I
back.
mean, you're talking like, what, 12, 14 hours
if not more.
for just one way, and then you got to do it immediately, like 3 hours after the show, come back.
Nah,
I'm good on that.
I don't care how much I like someone's music. I would never do
No.
that.
Or this. Which isn't terrible by itself. It's fine to have a K-pop profile picture. Honestly, it's comparable to seeing someone with an anime profile picture. But these guys say the darndest things. Here we got the creepy, obsessive stalker type tweets like this. Or
Wait,
this.
what did that
So
first
go
one?
back.
That first
Did
one
you
said
read
something
that?
about a miscarriage.
Yeah, when he leaves you for your miscarriage, because of your miscarriage. What the?
When
Yeah.
he leaves you because of your miscarriage.
Oh my god, dude.
This.
When he cheats on you while pregnant.
This.
What's that one? Where is it?
Before we begin, if you're sensitive to elements such as rape, then please skip
Oh
the
my
scene
God,
towards
dude.
the. Oh,
Wow.
Stockholm Syndrome, BTS ex-reader raped.
What the?
Or this.
Enjoying a nice hot bath when all of a sudden you see an old brown shaped circle. Oh my god. Dude.
What the
We
fuck?
got people standing members of
What does this one say? Felt like the new girl boss of North Korea, Kim Yo Young, deserved the fan cams. I made her one.
Dude, there's some weird people out there, man.
Stand a dictator queen.
literally despotic regimes. And I gotta censor this one. It's a bit much.
I bet it tastes like vanilla ice cream and heaven, and I hope that one day I'll be lucky enough to have it down my after him having.
Don't ask me why it's all BTS.
What the-
I don't know why. I honestly want to believe that these are jokes, but knowing some people, I feel like they're not.
After the stand shit, I feel like that's real.
These types of
Yeah.
fans are rude to pretty much everyone who is not a fan. Others get strangely hostile to other people for no reason, really. This is crazy. It's like if you talk about a group or an idol and you aren't actively praising them, they act like you've insulted their honor, their family, and their dog. Like this one where this girl decided not to hire someone because they hadn't heard of BTS, or doxing people
God.
because they said they didn't like your favorite group, or
Bro.
just generally insulting people because they're fans of other.
We've actually experienced that, like from Taylor Swift, and even starting this K-pop industry type music.
Mm-hmm.
We've had people in there that were like really kind of hostile towards us. I mean, we're all brand new, just learning this stuff, so obviously we don't know everything about it. But there's like these die-hard, like psychotic people in there that are just like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about.
Someone who's
just,
like been following them for 13 years, and
Yeah.
then they see somebody who's like day one, and they want them to know 13 years of information in one day without ever knowing anything about the industry.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense if you don't think about it.
What?
Other groups. And this guy, his tweet is interesting because it's like he wasn't even trying to start hate. I think he was mostly commending the tenacity of K-pop stans by saying if BTS gets coronavirus, the stans are going to find a cure within 24 hours. To which several people responded.
We're joking. Hello.
I mean, why are they so offended by the very idea that they can get coronavirus? Anyone can get it. We have to realize that idols are people just like us. Very, very good-looking people, of course, but people all the same. And sometimes we forget that. Then there's just the creepy worship of Koreans by, not strictly limited to white people, but mostly white people. This one makes me speechless. This one cracks me up because they think that every time someone mentions
we
the
actually
word
got
army,
called
that
out
it's
for
a
that.
BTS reference.
What?
We made a some kind of reference. I don't even remember specifically. I just remember use the term Oriental and something about Asian, and just using those two words alone, somebody actually said that we were racist and we were being rude and disrespectful. And I'm like,
I don't have a racist bone in my body.
I'm like, I'm just referring to the culture. They're Asian, they're Oriental.
It's almost like
it didn't make any sense to me, but to that person, that meant we were racist.
we're like, it's weird, like as a society we're going down a path to where no matter what you say, it could be the word and like somebody will have something.
Yeah, they're gonna get offended
You're
by
racist, you're a bigot, you're this, you're that. Like
They're always gonna find something to be upset about.
basically you just like everyone won't be able to just talk in the future.
No,
You
you
won't be able to
just-
say anything.
No, you just mute.
Yeah, like I don't know what are we doing? Like what
I
is
don't know.
what is this shit?
And of course, pretending like you're Korean or getting surgery to look like a Korean.
What the stop
dude,
us?
that guy really.
That dude did that.
That's the same guy?
That isn't the same.
Brazilian endures 10 rounds of surgery to look like a K-pop
Oh
icon.
my god.
No fucking way, dude.
He really did that?
That's the same person?
That can't be, dude. There's no way.
I'm speechless.
I'm like
right
trying
now.
to figure out how you even pull that off from that to that.
His
like,
eyes are. He must have
Yeah.
contacts in.
like everything is totally, completely changed and different. Like
Whoa, dude.
10 surgeries. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So I
I mean,
guess
look
it's
at Michael
possible.
Jackson, dude.
That's true.
I'm not even going to get started on Ollie London.
in Korea to transform into a K-pop star.
Same
And
guy?
then there's
Oh,
this
the same
clip
guy?
where, according
Oh.
to the original tweet, this Asian guy was shopping at a mall and people were randomly hugging him
What?
because he was Asian. And then there's this one that's just
Really?
flat out racism? What? I don't get it. One of the most disgusting things, in my opinion, is the whole posting fan cams when a tragedy occurs. For example, in July 2020, Megan Thee Stallion, who recently performed this song with Cardi B, suffered gunshot wounds and had to be rushed to the hospital, to which some K-pop fan replied, he ended up getting ratioed with this and scolded by another K-pop fan who said,
Love you, but this isn't the time.
talk about embarrassing.
Oh.
And here we are at the classic, if only he stand X, so-and-so wouldn't have died. Here we have Exhibit A with Juice WRLD, Exhibit B with Cameron Boyce, Exhibit C with George Floyd, and Exhibit D responding to someone's tweet about Kobe's death just to say,
Kobe was ass anyways, period.
why do people do this?
Wow.
How did this get 213 likes?
That's messed up,
Now,
dude.
I'm sure you've heard
The
this.
internet's just like become so desensitized that I don't know, like nobody really there's no consequences to anything these days. Like they're like you can't fight with anybody these days or you go to jail. Like
Yeah.
there's no type of repercussion for anything.
No, you can
at
say
all.
and do whatever you want behind the keyboard and nobody's going to know or ever
Yeah.
get to you.
Messed up, man.
Yeah, it is.
When someone says a dark joke about a tragic event and then another person responds, too soon. Well, some Twitter K-pop fans don't understand this concept. Because if you think they wouldn't pull this kind of stuff on Chadwick Boseman's Twitter, you're lying to yourself. Only 1 hour after Bozeman's
Oh
family
my
confirmed
God,
Chapman's
bro.
death, we get this mysterious reply from a dude named Mango in fancy letters, posting what I can only assume is a fan cam of BTS dancing or some other group. I guess we'll never know because the dude deleted his whole account afterwards. And then there's this one where some people use the hashtag dedicated for emergency earthquake alerts.
That's fucked up because that guy died of cancer. He was on Black Panther. He was like super sweet guy. Like
he was cool, man. He's a
loved
good
him-
actor.
Loved in the industry a lot, and people, you know, really took kindly to him. And yeah, he was like on stage, you know, for the premiere of the movie, and it was like the whole cast lined up, and he was going through chemo and shit, and he was like falling asleep in his chair because he's like so messed up. And somebody was like, "Are we gonna see you on the next one?" He's like, "Unfortunately, you're never gonna see me again."
Wow.
And the
You
reporter
already
was like,
knew the reality of what was happening to him.
yeah, and the reporter was like, "Oh, don't say that," and he was like, "No, I'm being serious."
It's reality, unfortunately. As sad as it is.
Yeah.
And posted, any guesses? Yep, Fancams. What's the deal with Fancams? By the way, I am aware and acknowledge that some of these Twitter accounts are purposefully making these posts for the sole purpose of making K-pop fans look bad, such as this one, but a lot of these posts are unfortunately made by real accounts. And what's worse than simply insulting people on Twitter? That's right, actively getting involved in other people's personal lives because you're desperate for attention. One example is CLC's
Too many people.
Sungyeon, whose footage was captured in a backstage video at the 2019 Soribada Best K-Music Awards. And she walks away from the camera, bumps into this dude almost off camera, and then walks back. The theories immediately started, many surmising that she was probably attacked or pushed or mistreated, worrying about her safety, asking for the identity of the man, and even having him punished. Turns out, nope, none of that was true. And as always, the internet started a crusade, a witch hunt for nothing, because she came out on Instagram to say that it was just her friend, and his reaction was just them messing around, and she tickled him or something like that. Or another example, when fans demanded that Chen from EXO leave the group because he got engaged. Or when Korean rapper Zico had one of his tweets photoshopped to make it look like he said something racist, all because he held the #1 spot on it.
I forgot that the fans hate when the idols like get or start dating somebody.
Yeah, they hate that.
Because it's almost like they have this image in their mind of they're gonna be together with him one
know.
day or her one day. They
Yeah,
get
that's
pissed
never
when
gonna
they-
happen, guys. So get it out of your head.
And they get pissed one day when they actually get like a significant other.
I know. It's
like-
so weird, man, to be that obsessed over somebody you're never gonna like be that physically close to or intimate with.
90% of the time, I don't even think these artists know the fans' names.
No, of course they don't.
Yeah, so
Think about the millions of people out there that love and adore these guys. They've never met or seen any of them. They don't know who you are. You could walk past them and they wouldn't have a clue who you are.
it's not true.
Melon instead of BTS. And when the person who originally started the rumor was called out, she replied,
Thank you all for your cooperation. This was a social experiment.
And then there's a story of Minami Minagishi of AKB48, who was harassed on Twitter, which she describes as abusive language that really hurt her. Why? Because she was wearing purple nail polish, the same color as BTS. Guys,
Are you
can't
kidding,
make this
bro?
up. If you're a big BTS fan,
Wow.
I'm sure you know that Halsey was repeatedly bashed and accused of using BTS for clout after Boy With Love. Why? Jealousy, maybe? Because she's friends with them? There's one last type of fan that I've been meaning to talk about, and they're known as sasang. They are
Sasang.
the worst of the worst.
Wait, so
Sasang?
wait, hold on. So this symbol is S.
S.
This is A. This is S.
S.
And then I forgot what this one was. This is
Well, that's silent.
This
though.
is AE. H is AE, I believe.
Sasang. And the O. The O underneath is silent, isn't it?
Would that be a G then? NG? If it's like a sideways O? NG maybe?
Yeah, that one I don't remember. We've been studying some Korean. We're trying to learn Korean right
Trying
now.
to learn the alphabet first.
Yeah.
So
So we're starting to try to figure this out, all the symbols and stuff.
S A S
A
and then-
E, which is right there. So NG is the O underneath.
yeah.
That's
I guess.
okay.
Let us know
No,
in
that
the
would be.
let us know in the comments if we're correct or not.
We are correct. Watch S, and you got S up
A,
there. A
S.
S, and then A E is that H looking thing,
Well, S A and then
right? And then S
S A-E, and then N-G.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we're right.
of the worst.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We're learning, man. I can speak Korean.
Sometime around New Year's 2020, during Twice's flight from Japan to Korea, Nayeon was approached by a German man in order to deliver love letters to her. This man, only known as Josh, had discovered Twice's flight plans and boarded their plane. Thankfully,
that's
two
creepy,
managers
dude.
present were able to stop him and kept him away from Nayeon. He was reported to have visited the places Nayeon was known to frequent, and even asked shopkeepers to hand over his letters to her if they see her. In response to the event, Nayeon, clearly traumatized, posted on Instagram, "Please go back home. Please stop. I beg you." JYP Entertainment also filed a restraining order and made criminal complaints against Josh. From then on, Twice got extra police protection, and Josh was then banned from visiting Korea. Turns out, Josh was
Wow.
planning this for a while and had earlier made a trip to Korea to visit her. Of course, not without letting her know beforehand. He claimed that he was visiting his girlfriend and asked around for the location of their dorm. He even said that she knew he was coming and expected him and was, I quote, 100% happy to see him. He made plans to visit the JYP building and even visit JY Park's house himself, but
Oh
apparently
my
that
God.
never happened. He posted several videos on YouTube when he was in Korea, and you can still see this dude's videos here. They're still up there, and he's still posting. This dude is
Dude, that
creepy.
is creepy,
Remember, like, back
bro.
in the day when you would, like, I mean, this is, like, all, like, really, really creepy, especially because these days, now that the world is so much more dangerous than it was in the past, you know, but, like, remember, it was, like, cute back in the day if you, like, flew out to go, you know, visit your crush or bring them flowers or, like, throw rocks at their window and
Yeah.
with the stereo and sing
Right.
songs to them and
Back
stuff,
in the
but
80s.
now this is, like, considered extremely obsessive.
Well, that stuff is extreme. I mean, dude, he chased her down on a flight,
Yeah, it's pretty...
went all the way to another country, and even got kicked out of the country now.
I think it's more creepy
Like-
because she doesn't know him at all.
Yeah.
There's no connection whatsoever.
Yeah, it's one thing if you know someone, you've got a crush on them.
You're chasing him onto a plane, trying to
Right. Yeah, that's-
mend things or something.
Yeah, that's one thing, but to have like no knowledge of this person and this person's chasing you and following you and like,
Weird.
yeah, that's
It's
creepy.
so
man.
weird.
Not right in the head, going so far as to say that if she dates anyone besides him, he will kill her, saying that
What?
any sane person will kill her.
Whoa.
It's
Yeah.
insane that
Whoa.
fans like this exist, but it's even crazier that Nayeon is not the only one to have these kinds of crazy encounters with
Wow,
fans.
bro.
Members of Super Junior, Big Bang, and GOT7, to name a few, sustained several injuries in car accidents because of fans.
That guy right there that we just said that would kill you, like he would kill her or whatever. That's the type of guy that we're gonna hear about in like 5 years when he marries or dates somebody that he's gonna end up like killing that person.
Killing them too, yeah. Just so obsessed with them, and they
She
do
got a call
something.
from Domino's or something, and he killed her.
Yeah, thinks it's some guy and like gets all jealous. And
Yeah. Pizza shows up.
see ya.
Who are following their car too closely. There have been a ton of incidents of idols who have had their houses broken into, including Seo Taiji, who, after calling the cops on the person who broke in, they just sat there on the singer's car until the police arrived. Members of TVXQ have had their phones tapped, apartments broken into, tracked with GPS devices, and even poisoned.
Oh
Whoa.
my god, dude.
Poisoned by their fans.
What the?
It's really apparent that these idols don't enjoy any of these incidents with obsessive fans. It's a traumatizing experience. Several idols have even commented on it. In fact, Taeyang of BTS recently spoke about how difficult it is with fans who know every detail about your plans. It's so bad that BTS doesn't ride commercial flights anymore because fans would just find out their flight plans and book all the seats around them. It has gotten absolutely out of control. So,
What?
if you're
What was that?
wondering if
I
the
don't know,
members
go
of
back.
BTS could
What?
possibly be on
Yeah, what was that? Somebody got knocked out? Damn.
So, if you're
Should we
ever
throw
wondering if the
something?
members
Yeah.
of BTS could possibly be on one of your flights, the chances are probably close to zero, and it's all because of these guys. It's ironic in a way because so many BTS songs send such a positive message, but some of their fans are some of the worst offenders of this behavior. That being said, despite everything, a majority of fans are regular fans who know perfectly well that we should be respectful to others, fans or not, and definitely respect the idols and their privacy. In fact, K-pop fans have come together to do some amazing things. Yes, each fan base does great things for their respective groups, such as ARMY and Blinks going the extra mile to watch BTS and Blackpink music videos over and over to the point where their songs have become the most watched YouTube videos in their first 24 hours, pretty much back to back to back. Or when Luna's Hash album came out in February of 2020, when they smashed the iTunes record for K-pop girl groups, when they hit #1 in 56 different countries. But soon after, another girl group broke that record with 57 countries. Orbit shot back by encouraging
That's
fellow
actually
fans
crazy,
who lived
dude.
in countries where the album had not
I
gone
think-
#1 to
I think there's like 192 or 196 countries, so 57 of those 196. I mean, what are we talking? Almost a quarter? Quarter of the whole globe.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
just the album. And it worked, eventually charting at #1 in a grand total of 60 countries. Now, this is all
Damn.
great, but
That's
what's even
insane.
more amazing is what the fans have done for the general public. For example, when BTS had to cancel their shows in Seoul due to COVID, they refunded the money for the tickets back to the fans, who decided to turn around and donate to COVID relief efforts inspired by Suga's prior donation of $83,000 to the cause. ARMY ended up donating a total of $330,000 to the Korean
Wow.
Disaster Relief Association.
That's
When the
crazy.
wildfires in Australia broke out, multiple fandoms, particularly those for groups that had Australian members, did massive fundraisers for relief organizations that help people and wildlife affected by
That's
the
amazing,
wildfires.
man.
G-Dragon of Big Bang and his fans from all over the world donated over 5,000 pounds of rice to the needy. UNICEF,
Wow.
Black Lives Matter, NGOs, and countless other organizations and charities have benefited from the selfless donations of K-pop fans. There's
That's awesome,
power
man.
in numbers. And we, as the fans, have to decide if we use that power to do great things for others or be edgy on Twitter. Eminem came out with Stan in 2000. Only 4 years after his first album. He was just starting out. He had no idea how big he would be, yet that song proved to be prophetic. And even so early in his career, he knew the negative effects that overly obsessive celebrity worship would bring for both the fan and the celebrity.
Yeah, I get crazy letters like that. That's why I was saying, I don't understand. Like, all this is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I never knew.
You know what's crazy is how shitty the cameras were back
Right,
then.
look
Like,
at that.
that's what we were watching on our
I know.
TVs, watching MTV.
Back in 2000.
That's so bad and so crazy how far we've come. in
Like,
just a
well, I mean,
short
look at
time.
our phones. Our phones are like
Oh,
10
dude.
times better than that.
And those were those like huge
Yeah,
ass
those are
cameras.
like $150,000 cameras.
And now we have a little iPhone in our pocket that records
10
10x.
times better than that.
It's insane.
That I was gonna have any of this. This is all, a little bit much for me.
Now to end this video, I came up with a quiz to find out if you're a normal K-pop fan or a toxic K-pop fan. Question 1. When someone says something slightly negative but still respectful about your group, do you A, do nothing because everyone is entitled to their own opinion, or B, send them death threats and try to get them canceled? Question 2. When someone makes a post that is clearly highlighting the behind the scenes of an activity or a photo shoot that uses the hashtag BTS, do you A, do nothing because BTS is a terminology that has been used for 100 years, or B, send them death threats and accuse them of using BTS for clout? Question 3. When your favorite idol dates someone, do you A, do nothing and let the idol enjoy their private life because their private life is none of your business, or B, send them death threats and petition them to get kicked out of their group?
Bingo.
Now, if you've answered B to any of these questions, you may be a toxic K-pop fan. Thanks for watching.
That was actually pretty good.
That was
man.
good. Dude,
That
I
was
love the
cool.
way he put shit together,
I know.
man. It's so good.
So, previously, this was called the Asian Theory, his channel.
No, I thought it was called something else.
Well, Rice Squad is what it is now, but I remember he did like a little new intro to one of his
Yeah,
videos, and he was saying we are no longer the Asian Theory, we will now be referred to as the Rice Squad.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that was his
Yeah, they
old
switched
channel.
it. Yeah, they switched the branding on it.
Dude, there's so much drama in K-pop.
Unreal,
and just
man.
Each one of these bands has their own like
It's pretty crazy, man.
cosmos of just crazy shit that goes on. It's
Yeah.
wild, dude.
That's
but that's
why-
every star. I mean, if you think about it,
That's
like
why,
Taylor
that's why
Swift
they
has
have the
stalk-
K-dramas.
Like Taylor Swift has stalkers and all that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
too. We've heard about, but they all deal with this stuff. Some's just a little crazier than others, but yeah, that was good, man. I kind of
Yeah.
like these little drama sections. I think we
Yeah.
should start putting in.
Yeah, we
like,
should.
I think we should start putting in like one drama piece, maybe a week.
I think so, man.
So like,
what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments if you like this kind of content. If so, we'll do more of it.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn Korean too because we've been practicing Korean a lot. That's why I stopped there and tried to piece out what it was saying.
But that's coming September, starting on Tuesdays. We're going to do a whole learning segment on how to speak, write, and read Korean.
Yeah, we had a poll too on our YouTube. Go on our poll on our channel and click whether you want to see us learn Korean with BTS. I think how we're gonna structure it is the first part. I think they have 14 series with BTS, like how to learn Korean. So we'll do like the first part of the video, how to learn Korean from BTS, and then go into a segment where there's like an actual teacher, maybe like 2, 3 minute, 4 minute segment of a teacher teaching us like correctly. Because I think when we watch some of the videos on BTS, it's just them like speaking their natural language, and then they take one word from the whole huge sentence that they said, and they put the word there, and you got to try to pronounce it yourself.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to try to do that, but then have a teacher like actually go over in depth, and maybe like a little Duolingo part of us like learning little pieces, maybe like 2 minutes, and then like a trivia game at the end where me and him put up money to try to beat each other.
Make it fun.
Yeah.
But the Duolingo, if you guys haven't used it before, check it out. You can go on the App Store, download Duolingo, and when we do those segments, you guys can kind of play along with us.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That was it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. And also, if you want to get private content that is not on our YouTube, we're giving away a week free on our Patreon. We got a ton of videos over there that aren't on YouTube. So go over there, check that out. It's free. You've got nothing to lose. And then also, if you could, jump over to GoFundMe. Sprinkle some love, guys. We really need it badly. We need a new computer. Ours is breaking down, so we really need help. But if you guys could do that, it would be much, much appreciated. All right, guys. We will see you on the next one. Peace.